Our report on asset management in Europe is out today. This is already the 15th edition of the report. As usual, it provides a detailed analysis of the current state of the European asset management industry, focusing on the countries where assets are being managed. Total assets under management in Europe dropped by 13.8% over 2022, down to 27.8 trillion euro. This decline was primarily due to the slowdown in the world economy and falling stock and bond markets caused by the Russian invasion of Ukraine. As investor confidence began to return in 2023, the stock markets picked up during the first 3 quarters of the year, resulted in an estimated 3% increase in total assets under management over that time.
Asset managers channel savings into capital market instruments to achieve a specific investment goal. They support the economy by financing new projects and providing liquidity to markets. They engage with and improve the governance of investee companies, thus enhancing the long-term value of companies for investors. This edition of the report contains several concrete examples of recent engagement and voting activities from a core group of EFAMA corporate members. Asset managers are also at the forefront of the transition to a more sustainable economy by increasingly allocating capital to sustainable companies and activities.
Asset management in Europe is mainly concentrated in 6 countries, which are responsible for almost 85% of the asset management activities that take place. The United Kingdom is the largest European asset management market, followed by France, Switzerland, Germany, the Netherlands, and Italy. This concentration can be primarily explained by the presence of large financial centers in those countries, such as London, Paris, and Frankfurt.
Investment fund managers seek attractive returns and portfolio diversification for their clients, and by doing so, they invest in bonds and listed shares issued by governments and local or global companies. At the end of 2022, euro area domiciled investment funds held a significant proportion of bonds and listed shares issued by companies, so the real economy, in the euro area. These proportions were 36% and 20% respectively.
The asset management industry serves 2 principal types of clients: retail and institutional. The share of retail clients in total assets under management rose from 28% to 30% in 2022. This can be explained in part by the fact that EU retail investors invested larger amounts in funds during 2021 and 2022. In 2022, the share of both equity and bonds in the portfolios of European asset managers declined. Not surprising, given the decline in the stock and bond markets. The shares of cash and other assets, on the other hand, increased accordingly. The increase in the share of other assets was mainly driven by the growing interest of institutional clients for private assets, in particular private equity, private debt, infrastructure and real estate. A special box in the report, based on figures provided by Cerulli Associates, delves deeper into these alternative assets.